Morning. Welcome to July the 10th, 2023 meeting of Gaston County Board of Education. I'm Jeff Ramsey, Chairman of the Board, and I would like to welcome everyone to our regular meeting, which was rescheduled from the July the 17th to today. At this time, I would like to ask our members of the board to introduce themselves. Mr. Dedman.
Lee Dedman, Gastonia Township.
Josh Crisp, Dallas Township.
Todd Kinlaw, South Point Township.
Dot Guthrie, Gastonia Township, and I would like to welcome Dr. Laws.
Dot Cherry, at-large member.
Brent Moore, Crowders Mountain Township.
Thank you. Our first order of business to have our prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. I would like to ask Dr. Laws to lead us.
Thank you, Chairman Ramsey. It's been my practice over the years when I've been superintendent to begin board meetings with a devotional thought. I often use what used to be Daily Guideposts. Now they've changed their name to Walking in Grace. I often use a thought from there, and I would like to share one, which was yesterday's thought from Gail Thorell Schilling. Perhaps because I grew up in a home with a dug well, I learned as a kid to value and conserve water. Some summers, the well grew perilously low, and Dad, who had measured it with a long stick, cautioned us to shut off the faucet during toothbrushing and face washing. We washed dishes in a dishpan and rinsed them with water from a saucepan, not under a running tap. Even laundry water from the first load, was recycled with suds water to use for more heavily soiled items. Water the lawn? Never. We waited for rain. Well, after college, I moved to city apartments where water was readily available and wells not an issue. I forgot about water until I met new Americans, refugees who came to the community college where I worked. Their stories gave me pause. One young woman from southern Sudan wrote about not being able to attend school because her family needed her to fetch water daily some miles away. She walked there. A young man, a school administrator, survived unjust imprisonment in part by drinking fetid water out of his shoe. He found only muddy river water for his baby's bottle when he and his wife ran for their lives in Rwanda during the Civil War. Even in refugee camps, water was meted out in quantities so scarce that they had to choose between drinking it or washing a baby's diaper. My new friends from Rwanda have now settled here in New Hampshire. During my first visit, my friend turned on the faucet. Look, he said, laughing at the clear water as it splashed in the sink. Plenty of water. God is good. May his gratitude remind me to be likewise. Let's pause for a moment of reflection and prayer. Thank you. Let's stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Laws. At this time in our meeting, we typically share good news going on around the district. We'll get to that item in a bit, but first, we want to take this opportunity to say welcome to Dr. Stephen Law, who is currently serving as our interim superintendent while we continue our search for the next superintendent for Gaston County School. Todd Hayes is going to share a brief summary of Dr. Laws and his longtime connection to Gaston County Schools.
And good morning. The Gaston County Board of Education is welcoming Dr. Stephen C. Laws to Gaston County Schools in the role of interim superintendent while the board conducts a national search to hire a permanent superintendent. Taking on the top leadership role is a sort of homecoming for Dr. Laws. He is a Gastonia native and a graduate of Ashbrook High School who began his education career in 1981 as a workforce development teacher at Bessemer City High School. Dr. Laws lives in Gastonia and served as an associate professor of education at Gardner-Webb University prior to accepting the interim superintendent position. After 17 years in Gaston County Schools as a teacher, assistant principal, and central level administrator, Dr. Laws became the superintendent of Elkin City Schools in 1998. From 2003 until 2011, he served as superintendent of Wilkes County Schools, and after retiring, he began his work at Gardner-Webb. Dr. Laws graduated from Wake Forest University with a bachelor's degree in business and Winthrop College with a master's degree in teaching secondary education. Additionally, Dr. Laws obtained an education specialist degree in educational leadership from Winthrop College and a doctorate degree in educational leadership from Vanderbilt University. Following his time as a classroom teacher, Dr. Laws worked as an assistant principal at Bessemer City High School and Yorkchester Junior High School. He served as the principal of Cramerton Junior High School, Southwest Junior High School, and North Gaston High School, and also worked in our Human Resources Department as the personnel administrator and later as the executive director for Human Resources before going to Elkin City Schools. And now we would like to say that he is back home where he belongs. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Laws as our interim superintendent.
Todd, before you move forward, I'm going to go on, the next order of business is adopt the agenda. So do I hear a motion to adopt it? Mr. Chris? Second, Mr. Kinlaw. All in favor? That's done. Thank you. You can.
And good morning, members of the board. We have several good news announcements that we would like to share with you this morning. First, we are pleased to announce the scholarship total for the class of 2023. Collectively, the seniors who graduated from Gaston County Schools were awarded more than $41 million in scholarships and grants to attend colleges and universities across our state and the nation. We are so proud of the class of 2023, and our graduates deserve every scholarship dollar they received. We also want to thank the scholarship providers for providing the support for our students as they go on to pursue higher education. And we also extend, once again, our very best wishes to all of the graduates in the class of 2023. Speaking of the class of 2023, next we would like to congratulate this year's winner of the Paul Fuller Mentoring Scholarship. The recipient for the class of 2023 is Jashawn Leach of Hunter Huss High School. Each year, Gaston County Schools presents the Paul Fuller Scholarship to a deserving senior who has been involved in our mentoring program. The scholarship is valued at $1,000 per year for 4 years. Jashawn will attend East Carolina University this fall to study art and film production. We would like to commend Jashawn on all of his accomplishments, and we hope everyone will read the article we have on our website to learn more about Jashawn, who is our 2023 recipient of the Paul Fuller Mentoring Scholarship. Recently, the United Way of Gaston County held its 70th year celebration and luncheon. During the program, Gaston County Schools received the Golden Eagle Award, which is presented to an organization for excellence in its fundraising campaign. Our most recent campaign totaled close to $90,000, and over the past 3 years alone, during a pandemic, our employees, schools, and departments have contributed more than $287,000 for the local United Way. This is outstanding, and we would like to thank everyone who has contributed to our fundraising efforts. Mr. Gary Hoskins and Ms. Valerie Yatko attended the luncheon and accepted the award for Gaston County Schools. Additionally, we would like to congratulate Celeste Sadler, our coordinator for professional development at the Rader Center. She received the Dr. Edward D. Sadler Jr. Award during the United Way celebration. This is a significant honor that recognizes Mrs. Sadler's professional and civic engagement work, and we appreciate all that she does for Gaston County Schools and our community. We concluded the 2022-23 school year in athletics with 3 state champions in outdoor track and field. Ashbrook High School's Cameron Massey won an individual state championship in the girls 3A discus throw. She also set a new state record in the discus throw competition. In addition, Ashbrook High School's Sincere Moss placed first in the boys 3A 200-meter dash, and Stuart W. Kramer High School's Alexis Willis repeated as the girls 3A triple jump champion. We would like to congratulate these three students on winning a state championship. What a great way for us to end the school year with state-level winners in outdoor track and field. Next, we would like to bring attention to the 18 students in Gaston County Schools who are participating this summer in the North Carolina Governor School Program. As you all know, being selected for the prestigious Governor School Program is a highly competitive academic achievement, and we are very proud to have 18 students representing Gaston County Schools in the Governor School Program this year. And to conclude our good news, we have one additional item, and we would like to congratulate Trey Cherry of South Point High School, who was recognized by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association as one of the 12 recipients of the prestigious Heart of a Champion Award. So congratulations to Trey, and we know this especially makes Miss Cherry very happy. And Mr. Chairman, that completes our good news comments for the month of July.
Thank you, Ty, for all that good news again. The next item on the agenda allows the opportunity for public expression. This is time when the board will hear comments from the citizens about matters of the public concerns related to our school system. Our board policy sets aside the first 30 minutes of our regular monthly meeting for citizens to address the board. Before we hear from the public, let me outline the rules and procedures. Citizens wishing to make comment who have completed a request to speak form prior to the beginning of the meeting will be recognized by the chair and then requested to step to the microphone to make the comments. Citizens will state their name and address for the record. Comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Members of the board do not respond to public expression during the public comment period. Public expression does not allow for comments on confidential personnel matters. Speakers who wish to give materials to the board will hand it to the clerk. The chair shall rule at all points during public expression. Our first speaker is Aaron Wussler. Did I get that right, Aaron?
Close enough, yes, sir. Good morning. My name is Aaron Worster, and I'm a resident of 2017 Silvertip Court in Belmont, North Carolina. I'm here this morning to bring a lot of great news we just heard from the students and the things that are going on in Gaston County. Drive down Garrison Boulevard and we see brand new construction for Greer Middle School. What an exciting time for that faculty, staff, students, parents, and everybody. We go back a few years and we go to Stanley Middle School, same thing, brand new construction. Belmont Middle School, great construction, great fields, great everything. Let's go back to 2012, the reason why I'm here. Right, 2012 and Stuart Kramer. Stuart Kramer was built, and prior to the students taking the campuses, there was issues with the baseball fields, the softball fields, so on and so forth. In 2012, 2013, the school opens. Have the first group of students coming in Stuart Kramer, and there's issues with the brand new baseball and softball complexes. We move on, and I fast forward to June 25th, 2021, by a Gaston Gazette report from Gavin Stewart. He documented the issues that were going on. He documented the lawsuits, the issues that were going on with the different builders, subs, and so on and so forth. Here we are in 2023. $41 million the students of this senior class gathered for excellence in the academic classroom. You know what that did not say? Not a single baseball player was able to have a home field baseball game at Stuart Kramer because of the way the fields are, because of the issues that are going. And I'm assuming the board is well educated in that aspect. I'm not here to throw stones. I'm not here to do anything other than the timeline I was given. Thank you, Mr. Ramsey, for putting the folks in contact with me. The design phase that's supposed to be going on right now is already 2 months delayed. The bid phase that's going to go out is still going to be delayed. A perfect scenario says the construction should start in December. The perfect scenario would put that March, April. Baseball's already ongoing. And again, a class will not have the opportunity to play a home baseball field at that school. Alls I'm asking is understand what's going on at Stuart Kramer and please help us fix the situation. You have the power to do so. You have the ability to do so. The problem with construction in December is we are in the south and we get weather. The soil is going to have an issue with freezing and unfreezing. How is that going to parlay into everything else that's going on? I do thank you for your time. I thank you for your support in this endeavor. And again, thank you so much.
Man, that's perfect timing. Thank you, Aaron. The next item on our agenda is approval and correction of minutes. Need a motion to approve June the 12th and June the 15th, 2023. Mr. Dedman, motion, second from, who are you down there? All in favor? That's it now. All right. Next item on the agenda is the information concerning our superintendent search survey. At a recent meeting, the board approved working with North Carolina School Board Association to assist us with our search for the new superintendent. The board has considered and approved certain documents needed to move us forward in the search, including a customized survey to send out to our parents, employees, and the community. I've asked Mr. Hagan, our Chief Communication Officer, to give us the update on the survey process and also discuss how we, the members of the board, can engage in the community in a search for our next superintendent. Todd?
Good morning, Chairman Ramsey, Vice Chairman Cherry, members of the boards, and Drs. Laws. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to share information with you about the Superintendent Search Survey. As you all know, the Board of Education is working with the North Carolina School Boards Association to facilitate a national search for Gaston County Schools' next superintendent. The search process involves advertising the position, reviewing applications, arranging interviews, and eventually selecting a candidate for the superintendent job. It also includes receiving feedback from stakeholders. To receive feedback, a superintendent search survey is available now until Monday, July the 17th, next Monday, on the Gaston County Schools website homepage. Parents, employees, business and civic leaders, and others in the community are encouraged to complete the survey to give input about what they would like to see in the person who is selected to be the new superintendent. The survey includes questions about the characteristics, experience, knowledge, and skills that the person chosen to lead the school system should possess. It also includes an open-ended response section where you can provide comments for the board to review. In addition to the survey, the Board of Education is conducting 2 community sessions this coming Saturday, July the 15th. The morning session is from 9 until 11 o'clock at Tabernacle Baptist Church in Gastonia. Citizens are encouraged and invited to drop in to meet and talk with Board of Education members about the superintendent search process. The afternoon session will be held from 1 until 3 o'clock at the Point Church in Belmont. Again, the format will be drop in, and citizens are encouraged to stop by to share their input with board members. Light refreshments will be served at both sessions. If you cannot make it to one of the sessions on Saturday, please take time to complete the Superintendent Search Survey on our website. You can complete the survey in about 10 minutes, and your feedback is wanted and appreciated. Board members, you may recall when Mr. Thorpe from the School Boards Association was with us several weeks ago for our work session. He shared that when the Wake County Schools conducted its Superintendent Search Survey, the school system received about 1,000 responses. We are pleased to share with you that we have already surpassed that number, and Mr. Thorpe shared that our number of responses is one of the best he has ever seen. Currently, we have more than 2,500 responses, and we are confident that the number will increase as we make another push this week to engage our stakeholders and remind them to take the survey if they have not done so already. Once the survey is complete, the School Boards Association will compile, summarize, and present the survey data to the Board of Education in August. Again, next Monday, July the 17th, is the deadline to take our superintendent search survey, and we are encouraging everyone to take the survey as we want your input for use in the superintendent search process. And Mr. Chairman, that completes my comments about the superintendent search survey.
Thank you, Todd. As we all know, okay, you got it.
I have a couple questions. Thanks, Todd. That was great information. Can that QR code go on our website?
It can, and I believe it's already there with the article that we have up about that.
Can it go on the main page?
Yes, we may be able to take that graphic and convert that to put it in the banner.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll check
Thanks.
on that.
Any other-
We were leaving it on the screen, so if people are watching, they maybe would go ahead and scan it and take the
That's what
survey.
made me think. I'm not very tech savvy, but I didn't notice it when you pulled up the main page. If that could go up, that might be, encourage more people to click on it.
Mr. Devon?
Mr. Ramsey, aren't there some other places that you have said that we were going to go meet with people?
Yeah, there's 3 more. You have that list?
There are 3 additional, and these are opportunities for board members to engage with members of our community. On Wednesday of this week, Covenant Village has invited school board members to come to speak with residents there. It's at 3 o'clock, and if you would like to attend, if you'll let Mr. Ramsey know so that we can provide that information to Covenant Village as to who will be attending. And then also on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, the Parks and Recreation Department here in Gastonia, they'll be having their senior bingo, and they have given us the opportunity to arrive 30 minutes ahead of time to pass out the cards. These are printed as cards, and you have copies of those to those attending the senior bingo. And then Friday evening, we can have someone at the senior dance that is taking place at the Citizen Resource Center in Dallas. And we would need to have someone there at 6:30, and the dance begins at 7. And this is an opportunity for board members to pass out our survey cards and to engage with members of our community about the superintendent search process. And then, of course, those 3 smaller events during the week, they lead into the 2 events that we will have next Saturday at Tabernacle Baptist Church and at the Point Church in Belmont.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah. Go ahead, Mr.
On the email that you sent out, you had Thursday for Covenant Village, and he's saying Wednesday. So and I've talked to a couple different people, are there, which day are?
Mr. Devon, it is on Wednesday. The 13th was one of the first dates they gave us, and then we
Now they've changed.
have
right, thank
confirmed
you,
that it
thank
is
you,
on the
sir.
12th.
But also, you mentioned they're gathering the residents up to actually really have a big turnout there. So I'm definitely going to go. So we welcome all of y'all, whoever can make it, come on with us at Wednesday at 3 at Covenant Village.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to provide an update regarding Tabernacle's program on Saturday. We will meet in the chapel, which is the old church, and we will not have refreshments.
Okay. Do you want us to provide any?
No, no, no.
Okay, just, okay.
It's at a time when we're doing a legacy reception that Sunday.
Okay.
And it would be difficult to
Okay.
have refreshments.
Yeah,
So
that's no
we will
problem.
be in the chapel at 9 a.m.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Anybody else have any comments or questions for Todd? Thank you for, that's really impressive, 2,500 people replying, but as we all know, when we did the calendar, 6,000, so hopefully we'll get more, but as most districts are with community and neighborhood schools, this is what you get because they're engaged with us already. It is important for the board to include the community in this conversation. We look forward to seeing members of the general public this coming Saturday from the morning and the afternoon. We encourage our employees, parents, and others to coming days of public hearing to hear from us and give us their insight, who they're looking for as characteristics of the next superintendent.
I have a question.
Yes.
We know that we are going to be meeting twice on Saturday. Have we as a board made a commitment to be present?
I have not got confirmation who's going to come yet or not, but I will definitely find, we can bowl them now if you want to.
Well, my thoughts are, in regards to this, is to show that we are unified
Absolutely.
in our thoughts. We are asking the public to turn out and to share their voices in regards to what we're seeking, but we as a board need to show that same type of interest.
I agree with you 110%. So thank you for your comments.
So,
Uh,
what is it?
Well, I'm getting ready to ask.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Devlin, are you going to be able to attend both sessions?
One of them, I'm gonna be out of town all week, but I have been giving out. I've already given
Yeah,
out
give 'em
about
your
250 things at the farmer's market, and I went to the bowling alley. I mean, I've been hopping it, but I'm planning to be out of town, but I'll try to make one of those.
All right. Josh, Chris.
Mr. Chair, I plan to attend both sessions.
All right. Mr. Kinlaw?
I plan to attend both sessions.
Ms.
Both
Gath-
sessions.
Okay, both sessions.
I'm hoping to go to all of them. Maybe not the dance. It's been a long time
Dot,
since
they're
I've
looking for
danced.
new partners in there, Dot.
So, yes, I will definitely be both sessions.
I will try to do either the morning or
Morning
the
or
afternoon.
afternoon.
I can't do both.
Okay.
And Mr. Ramsey, if you're taking those notes, I will definitely be able to go to the senior
Dallas.
dance.
If you're going to the dance, I might come.
I'm not dancing,
Well, I
but I'll be
was gonna say
there.
that
I'll be there
Dot's
Friday
looking
night.
for a partner.
Covenant Village, I will be able to.
Oh, good, good, good. Yeah, Todd indicated they're gonna have a good turnout for us. So that's good. So thank y'all. And whoever wants to commit to that Wednesday at 3, let me know. And that'll be fine. Well, thank y'all for all the input. This brings us to time of the meeting here. Comments from our interim superintendent,
Wait a minute, I have
Dr.
one
Law.
more question, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Do we have an agenda for,
We-
the event?
We thought it'd be more casual on these events, where we just let people come up and talk to us or anything. Now, yeah, it's just a drop-in. But that said, I don't mind leading it off and let them know why we're here and all that,
That's the
absolutely.
purpose. That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
I think
We
will have-
understand the purpose for the drop-in, but we do need to have a beginning.
Yeah, and I'll do that. So, Dr. Laws.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So this is my first comments, and Todd's probably gonna cringe because I'm gonna go off script just a minute. But first, I want to, I'm reminded that since we are talking about a senior dance, that just Saturday, our chairman had a birthday, so he's closer to being a senior.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
And some of us can tell you it's painless. So,
The 60 Club.
yeah, the 60 Club is painless. So happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
To all of the community, certainly to the board, I want to thank you for trusting me to be your interim superintendent. This has been just an amazing experience for me already. Last week was my first official week. Now, many people know that I've visited several places before I became official. But after becoming official, I did visits to schools and to some of our facilities. Dr. Hushard took me on a visit to our transportation facility right behind us and to our central kitchen. Those are amazing, absolutely amazing. And I know the board is proud. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen them. And so it was a great week. I've been to, I see Dr. Huffman here. I've been to your facility, which was not our facility when I was last here 25 years ago. So I got to visit that. I've been to TRC and saw this good folk. And so, but going to the schools is a special time, and we will look forward to school starting soon. But I want to thank you all very much for allowing me to be an interim superintendent in the county and the district that I love. So we talked about school. Let me go back on, Todd, to your notes here. First day of school, hard to believe. About 5.5 weeks away, August 16th. It is coming on quickly, and that excites me for sure. Our 2 early college programs at Gaston College will begin a week earlier on August 9th. So we'll be back in school before we know it. And I want to thank everybody that's working so hard to get us ready for school to start. And I look forward to being with you and planning with you in the coming days and weeks. Kindergarten enrollment, I want to talk about that. I want to remind everybody that new student enrollment and kindergarten registration is an ongoing matter all summer long. Parents have the option to register on our website, and we highly recommend doing so to avoid the rush in August. Please get your students enrolled for kindergarten before school starts to save some disruption, I guess, in your lives, because it won't go as smoothly if you try to register on the first day of school. I want to remind everybody, as a part of the back-to-school process, we're working on hiring teachers and other school employees. Human Resources and our school administrators are working diligently to advertise positions, review applications, conduct interviews, and process the necessary paperwork to get them hired. And we want to remind everybody about the bonus incentive plan that the board approved for new classroom teachers. This bonus plan is designed to attract people to Gaston County schools. We think we attract people anyway because it's a wonderful school district, but we have an added incentive, and I hope people will look at us closely and give us your best efforts to come to Gaston County schools. We have great schools, and I am proud to be the interim superintendent here. I want to close with, is it time for me to close? Okay, let me keep going. I'm on a roll. I want everybody to know that Gaston County Schools is my school system. I'm going to get used to this, everybody. We weren't on TV when I was a superintendent in other places, so I didn't have to worry about microphones. And I'm plenty loud. Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I want to thank everybody for giving me this chance, and I look forward to the months ahead as I'm your superintendent, interim superintendent. I am homegrown. I was educated in Gaston County. I was mentored by many, many, many wonderful people over my career, first 17 years of my career. And now we, Debbie and I and our daughter Ellen, are all back in Gaston County. This is home, and this is where we love. And we are totally committed to Gaston County and Gaston County schools. We will have to navigate without three anchors. And I want to pay tribute to these three, if you'll give me a moment. First, Dr. Jeff Booker, who's been our superintendent for 10 years, or 10 plus, I think. Jeff is a dear friend, and I'm so thankful for what he's done for Gaston County schools. Dr. Melissa Balknight, our associate superintendent, who's going to be leaving us at the end of this month. And she, too, is a dear friend. We've worked together at Gardner-Webb and got to know each other very, very well. She is so instrumental in so many things that we do in Gaston County schools. And Dr. Keisha Khan, who is leaving us also actually tomorrow from Human Resource. She's our executive director, and she has been vitally important as we've tried to navigate many challenges, and we will miss Dr. Khan for sure. So I want to also say that there may be some concern when you lose three anchors, and I understand that. But we have a plan, and the board's going to go into closed session to approve an interim associate superintendent and an interim for human resource executive director. And we will announce that when we come out from closed session. But I would say to everybody that obviously we are not perfect. We will make mistakes. But we are three veterans. We understand how schools work. We understand how districts need to perform. And we will do our very best to be a great bridge between Dr. Booker and the superintendent you select. And I pledge that to you. I am excited about it, and I am thankful, very, very thankful that you trusted me for this. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for your comments, Dr. Laws. As we close the meeting this morning, I hope everyone is enjoying that wonderful 4-day work week, the change of pace for a regular school year. We do have exciting things going on. A lot of people think summer we stop. That's where we're working harder behind the scene. We got our summer camps we finished up, and then we're doing other educating our children, professional development for our staff, and a lot of work this year in operations, construction, cleaning up our facilities, getting prepared for August to start up. So as we close, I'd like to welcome you again. We look forward to working with you and willingness to come alongside with us and search for our next superintendent. You did mention there's some old man that just turned 60, but I always go back 10 years, so I really turned 50. So thank you for your comments for that. So that said, I need a motion to go into closed session. Ms. Cherry.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we go into closed session under North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11A3 and A6 for consultation with attorney and personnel.
All right, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Ms. Guthrie, second. All in favor? Thank you. We're in closed session. session. I'd like to call on Ms. Cherry.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve a contract for interim associate superintendent to Dr. Elizabeth Folger. Contract term to begin July 13th of this year to December 31st of this year.
Second by Ms. Guthrie. All in favor? That's unanimous. Now I'd like to call on Mr. Chris.
Mr. Chair, make a motion, we adjourn.
All right.
Second.
Second, Ms. Cherry. All in favor? We're adjourned.